So I'm Maria. I'm a lead machine learning engineer at Ahold Delhaize. I'm very critical about my coffee. It has to be a latte in the morning. It has to be exactly 8.5 grams grinded coffee. That should be not older than 2 weeks. And it has to run exactly for 25 seconds. And then it should be micro foam. So it's very hard to beat it. And I almost never like coffee anywhere else.
Hi, my name is Basak. I work as machine learning engineer at Ahold Delhaize. I like my coffee Turkish, actually. I drink Turkish coffee every morning. It is strong enough to wake me up.
And so I want to dig into this like ML test score that you did, because I know there was that famous Google paper that came out back in the day, and Microsoft also has their own version of it. And so what did you do? You just sent links to people with a survey and you had them fill that out? Or did you go and shadow people for a day and watch how they were doing things and what their workflow was? What did that look like? And also, how many teams did you actually have to interrogate?
So indeed, we worked through the papers available out there, but these papers are more on organization level, not really on product level. So we made it really product level, like, do you use version control for your model? Like, as simple as that. When you deploy a model, can you look back what code was used, from what model artifact was used, what data was used for this particular deployment? So these kind of questions, there are 70 of them, I think.
Oh my God.
Yes, we have like also standards. There is a standard document that we use. So we had 70 questions, and we just had interviews with people. We scheduled calls with them, and we asked those questions. Some also we sent this Excel sheet, and we shared Excel sheet in SharePoint, and they were filling it themselves.
This was, I think, 1.5 years ago when we started interrogating people, and we're going to measure your MLOps maturity. Initially, they were scared, and later they were also not happy to see the results, because obviously among those 70 questions, the max I think they achieved was 60%, and they were not very happy to see that. But I think it was also good reflection of their work, so eventually they liked it as well.
So there is something that you all mentioned a few minutes ago that I wanted to dig into also, which is not having this tooling sprawl and really looking at the user experience and recognizing that the user doesn't want to have to choose or go between 15 tools to get that whole end-to-end process done. And so it seems like you decided on a select amount of tools, but one thing that I always think about when I look at the MLOps tooling landscape is how vague it is. There's like one tool that will have one value prop, but it also does these 5 other things. And then you have this other tool that has this other value prop, and it does these 5 other things. And there's a lot of overlap. And so when you are choosing which tool you want to use and how you want to interact, how do you just end up on, okay, this is the absolute minimum that we should have, and these are the majority, or these are the most important pieces that we should have? Like, these tools are going to get us 80% of the way there, or 90% of the way there.
Yeah. So I think we are coming back to this MLOps maturity assessment questions, right? So we have these questions, and we want to go as high as possible in the percentage of the questions answered as yes. So we want to be as mature as possible, and then we need to define how do we do that with the tools that we already have. You need to understand, in the corporate environment, it's not easy to get yet another tool, even though that would cover 100% for you. If that tool existed, I don't believe it does. 0 tools do all the magic for you that you need to do. So getting any tool is a big struggle. So you have to do with whatever you have at the moment in a corporate environment. And so we happen to have Databricks, and actually Databricks helped us to cover quite a lot of the points. Of course, you need to any tools you can use in the right way, and you can use it in the wrong way. Databricks makes it easy to use it wrong. Like, you could create a notebook without any version control, and you could schedule it, right? You could And you can claim, well, model is in production, but it's not really following any standards, right? So it's not about the tools, but it's also how you use the tools, I believe.